so this is proficiency testing for the EPOC. You're going to get 2 boxes, one of blood gases, which has 10 vials. These are in duplicate, so there'll be 2 sets for each level. And then you're going to get 1 box of the just regular chemistries, and those are just going to have 5 in there. So there's 3 quarters each year, so you'll get 1 through 5 for quarter 1, 6 through 10 for quarter 2, and 11 through 15 for quarter 3. So we're in quarter 2 right now. All of these are labeled on here. It'll have what year it is. So this is 2024. It'll have what test it is. So this is IST or iStat. And then it'll have the level. So this one happens to be vial 10. The rest of these over here are going to be 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the first thing you want to do is when you receive them, make sure that nothing's broken. If any of the vials are broken, we need to contact that company and let them know within 3 days so they can ship out replacements. Otherwise, for these, you want to set them out for at least like an hour and a half, 2 hours. These are pretty finicky. But then they're just pretty much run like a regular patient. So you log in 1, 2, 3, 4 and hit sign in. And then for patient ID, you just type in the year and then the test and the level. So if we were to go in order, I would type in 2024 IST 6. And this is just letting us know what to name it. 2024 IST, and this will be level 6. All right, so that's just lets us know the name of it. Like I said, everything else is run normal. You would grab a card, and there's nothing to scan or anything. So get the card, stick it in there. It's got to do its thing, calibrate for 3 minutes. And then right before you run these, so it's got 3 minutes of calibrating. Right before you run these, you want to make sure you vigorously shake it, kind of like the controls. So you want to shake and do that for about 15 seconds. And then you want to make sure that most of that fluid is kind of down in the bottom of the vial. And then swirl for 15 times. You'll break off the cap. You usually recommend getting a paper towel to do this. Break off the cap, get your syringe and aspirate like normal, and then go ahead and put the sample in. So while this is calibrating, I'm going to pause the video and come back in a moment. Done calibrating, you have about 7.5 minutes to inject the sample. A couple quick notes here. You want to make sure that you grab a syringe that has a lure lock on it. So there are these TB syringes that do not have a lure lock. These will not work, so don't use those. Use something that has a lure lock. So it doesn't matter if you use a 1cc or a 3cc, as long as it can screw in, then we're good. Okay, so you get the syringe, and I like to break the seal on here. Like I said, vigorously shake for about 15 seconds. I watch the timer on there to make sure that I get a good 15 seconds in. And then after that 15 seconds, make sure all the fluid, give it a few flicks, comes down into the vial. Swirl a few times here. And then grab a paper towel to gently break off this top here. You really want to run these as soon as possible, like within 15-30 seconds of opening the vial here. So I draw up just about 0.3, should be enough. That should be plenty. Just be careful on recapping your needle, and then unscrew here. The lure lock should go all the way down into this. It should quarter turn to the right, should stand up by itself. I hold with my non-dominant hand and give one smooth push of the fluid until it takes. So it is analyzing now. So that is IST 6. We'll repeat that same thing for 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then for these blood gases, it would be the same thing. You would do BG, or 2024 BG, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you don't need to use every single one of these vials, it's going to be just 5 of these. They give these in duplicate just in case there's an error on one of those, you have something to repeat. Last thing I'll mention is that we're supposed to save all proficiency testing samples for 2 years, which for these is a little silly. You can't really use these after 30 seconds, but grab a little piece of Scotch tape, put it over the top of that one, and then at the end we'll save these back into this plastic container, and they go back in the fridge, so for inspections, if they ever ask to see any of these samples, we can show those to them. All right, and then after the results are done, you're going to hit saving. You're going to hit print up here on the top right, and then you just want to have a spot. You can put those with the daily QC, and then lab director will take a look at those. So that's printed. Go back and then hit save and close test yes, and then we'll go on and finish the rest of this out, and that's it.